Hello everybody, this is Sonya. Now this is a journal that I've finished. Oops, wrong way. It's one I started a while back, and I just really wanted to get it done. And I thought one day last week, because this is Tuesday, I think, I thought to myself, now I can do that. Only take me about a day to finish it off. Yeah, about 3 days later, I might have done it. I might have got it finally done. Only thing I need to do is to get one of those one of them plasticky things to put on here, okay? Now this is pretty, well, it's got stuff, a lot of stuff on it. 64 pages. 64, because Sonya couldn't help herself. And then I couldn't help putting bits on over it, which I did leave some bits for journaling, I think. And this is gone, so I've got to put a new one of those, whatever that was, I can't remember now. I think I've had a drink of water in every one of these episodes here today. So this I want to show you because in about a week's time I think it'll be for sale on my shop. This and two of the other ones that I have showed you already, and I guess I'll have to re-show you those as well. Because I need to have something on there, don't I? I couldn't put something in the shop. I want to make things, and I can't keep making things unless I do something with the things that I've got. So I've decided that I'm going to do a Facebook shop. That'll look really nice on there, won't it? I'll put him on there, that's pretty. I'm going to do a Facebook shop, and I'm going to put things on there. So hopefully it'll be okay. And if I sell anything I can make some more then, can't I? So I don't have to... How's that look? That looks pretty. Okay, so this has got one of my beaded button dangly things, and I have got a video on that. It's got a piece of tape, and it's covered, actually the bottom of it's covered with a nice piece of cotton fabric. There's a bit of a doily there. There's one of my pieces of these things I've started to make too. Now I forgot about that. They're out in the lounge room. They are actually going to be my journal page patches. I've been making journal page patches, okay? And there's one of them sitting on there, my journal page patch. And I'll probably get a video on that tomorrow, hopefully. There's one of the buttons that I do, and I've made that out of a circle. And here's another one of these. Oh, this is a different sort of one that I've made. And there's a jolly thing under there, and he's only got one signature because, just because, okay? Because Sonya can't... what I did, see, there was no way, I didn't have a spine. So how do you work with no spine to put more than one signature in? So it's got one signature. It worked, it's in there. I haven't put anything on this yet, which I will do that. It'll definitely have something on there. Oh, look at them, aren't they delicious? Maybe we'll put something like those on there. That'll look really cool, won't it? That will look awesome. Or that one there. It'll go really good with the... So one of these lots of beads will be on that. Okay. Don't know which one yet. But this will be the... it'll be one of these. And these are Jesse James beads, I think. I think that's not that Jesse James, is it? I don't know what his name is, but anyway. I might be... Anyway, so there's my little hitch post, which is actually a miniature doorknob. So we've got a miniature doorknob. Should work fine. Can't see why it wouldn't. But anyway. So in the inside I've got a piece of finishing fabric. First of all, it's covered with... it's made out of a envelope. One of those big yellow envelopes that I can't reach now because they're under that, and I don't want to kill myself when stuff falls down. But you all know what them big envelopes look like. I'm sure that's what's under there. But anyway, and I just left this all raggedy, this piece, but it looks good, and I just put that on the front because I do love the birds. Okay, so now we've got a piece of washi tape up there, and this is a piece of sheet music, as you can see, and in here we have a little writing pad, And there is this little bloke doing his hair. Now, isn't he gorgeous? I hope you can see him because I think he's absolutely lovely, and I had to put him on there because I thought it just needed something cute. And there's a piece of that washi tape again down the bottom. I've got a pin on there, and it's got a nice little, well, it's not really a diamond, but I call them, and if you know me, you know that I do. So it's got a nice diamond on the pin. Okay, so that's that page. I went too far. Now this is the next one, and this has got a piece of fabric on there, the nice lady on it, and because I backed that with put a nice flower sitting on there so that it'll look nice, and I've stitched all around the outside of this, and this is a piece of card someone sent me, and I think it could have been Avril, I don't know. And there's a little hedgehog, and he's talking to the little girl, and they're having a cup of tea actually. And there's a piece of my dyed paper, tea dyed paper. So this is, and then I've got this piece of washi tape and a bit of sari silk, and I made another little book to put here, and it is actually stuck in the back part, but the rest of it's okay. This here is what I did with what do you call them, serviette thing, and this is a piece of music paper, as you can see. I've put stamping along there, okay, and this here I reinforced that a bit with a piece of a brown paper bag, because I don't know why, no, or did I join it? I don't know what I've done there, but there's a piece of brown paper bag there, okay, different thing. I made another little thing there where you can write. Piece of coffee dyed paper stamped on the corner here, on the bottom. This is a piece out of a book with flowers and, you know, horticultural things in it, and there's a little tag that I put there, and this is a piece off a bit of what do you call that, tracing, you know how the tracing, it's wrapping paper, but okay, I've got a piece of that. And here is another strip of the washi tape. Isn't that pretty? I need something to put on the pages. I needed to. I've got a little envelope here, and I actually cut the top off it, turned it round the other way so I could have something on that inside. And I've got the birds, and then I made a tag, and I made that with papers from my Daphne's diary book, and put the bird on. He didn't belong on that picture, I just stuck him on there because there's them birds there too, see, so, and that's on a piece of coffee dyed paper. I've got a little flower on that there. I left that there in case somebody wants to put their own bit on that. Okay, so this is a piece of double-sided paper, which I can't remember what lot of it came from. And here I've got a piece of a fold out of a bit of paper to write on, and I put a little world and a bit of a stamp and a bit of sari silk, and that is one of paper clips I made that I've got it attached to with that. See there, paper clip. There's another one of these hanging things for hanging things on, and this is another book that flips up, and underneath there's more writing paper under that, and there is some of my washi tape. The washi tape, I really love the washi tape. So I've got this piece here that I've sewn around. Here's a piece with a bit of maths on it. You call it maths, I think. Math. I can't remember now what the kids said. It was I say something and they say, no, that's not right, Mum. I've actually sewn this piece onto this paper so there'd be more spaces to write. This is one of the paper clips that I made, and here's another. This is a pocket with two pockets actually. There's a front one here and a back one, and I made this tag using, I didn't even put anything on the back of that, but I want to leave it like it is because it was just, you know, the way I did it. And I used this image that I got from a book, and I can't remember, it could have been Daphne's diary one, I think. Here's another paper clip that I did, and it's, I really do like the paper clips. I think they look really cool. And there is This is on the front portion of a song book that I got that out of, and then I've put one of those paperclip things that I made on here. But there's a fairy on it, okay, and there's a fairy on that. It flips out there, and there's a bit of journaling space underneath there, okay. Now I put washi tape through there and through there, and there's some in the corner. There's a bit of stamping. There's 21 up there. I have a bit of broken, you know. Well, I might leave it, I don't know. It's supposed to be junky, isn't it? Anyway, so this is undo. This undoes. You've got a butterfly attached to that side, so it's stuck there, and this bit opens up like that, so you can put something in that. I don't know what. I didn't put anything in there, but you could probably put a secret in there of some sort, and then you just tie that up like so. And that's just something that came out of one of the magazines or books that I've collected up. Okay, this is a piece of my I made that one day here when you were watching me doing craft and you know, I thought I'll use it for a pocket, you know. So, and then there's a tag that I did use that using a serviette. That tag, it's got journaling on the back. There's another piece of paper out of botanical book with the bits there, and there's nothing on that one, so maybe you could stick something on that if you wanted to. Right, so here's another page here with a for journaling on, and there's a little birdcage sticker. I've got this piece here that opens up and you can write in there. You see this? Righto, and that's an envelopey thingy. That's just a piece of paper that's going through the other side. This is a thing that I just, that's there. Okay. Here's some bits with some numbers along there that I got off a piece of fabric, and a couple of pieces of fabric behind it. Here's another nice piece of fabric, and it's got a tag in there. It's got a bit of trim on the top, and there's stamping on the corner, and a nice piece of washi tape down the middle of that. Beautiful. It's really beautiful, isn't it? I do love that. So I've got a stamp over here that you can hardly read, but it is okay. And I've got a, excuse me, and a butterfly and a couple of little pieces of faux de Monte, the lady called it. It's pretend diamonds, okay? Here's where I sewed it up with big rope. It's like big rope. It does look a bit thingy, but that's me. This is me work. I'm sorry if it puts anybody off it. Anyway, so here's an envelope here with the lady inside that I made this book a while back with some, well, when I started doing this journal anyway. And I thought I'd get it finished really fast, but it didn't work that way because there was so much stuff that I still wanted to put on it. And the envelope has been tea dyed actually. If I said coffee, I'm wrong because I've done it all with tea. And I stitched around the outside of this with the machine, and I used the embroidery fabric in that, embroidery thread in the bobbin to do that. Okay, it looks like a very thick page, but it's right. Okay, so look at this space. Space for you to put a picture, to do something, and I've got a little bird on that tag there, and it's just got nothing on it, and it's hanging on the side, and it's got a little bulb pin. So there's not a lot on here either, and there's the other side of that piece that I put through. You probably stick that down and use it as a tuck spot. But I found this really nice stamp that I liked, so I put that on. Got washi tape on the top and bottom corners. There's a bit of washi tape on this one. There's more more of the botanical things, and it says down the bottom here, it says some journeys cannot be put into words. Is that what that says? Yes, okay. So here we got a bit of, I've made a, actually I don't know if that's a pocket, it's not. I've just done that and put it there. Okay, there's a bit with some lines to write on, a couple of bugs, and another piece of material. There's some lines there to write on, and some places where you can put your pictures or stick something important. And this is, it's plasticky, rubbery stuff, whatever that is, I don't know. I bought it sometime and I don't know what it is. I tried not to be too... I left a few pages for you, it's not much. This is a piece of me washi tape too, I'll put that on there. And there's a bit of other stuff. This here is a piece of organza fabric over top of a piece of thing about it, upholstering a chair. Okay, it's a bit of text paper, and there's another one of those things, and on the end of that there's a tiny little thong. Okay, look, there's a little tiny thong on the end of there. Okay, and I've got this piece here, and I turned that into a bit of a tuck spot. I don't leave them open very far because you need to be able to put something in there and hope it stays there. Don't know where I got that. I don't know if I printed it off, if somebody give it to me. I've got no idea. And this is one of the fairy pictures out of a book that I've got, and I've got a piece of there's some ladybugs in there, and it says this is a panic card that somebody's already done a bit on. And I should have wrote in front of it, nobody panic, shouldn't I? But I never thought about that until just now. Anyway, so, and here's another, this is the other side of the other bit that's on there. And there's an envelope here that you can put things in. I didn't put a whole heap of things in this because people need to put their own things in it, don't they, I think. And here's that stamp again. So that's really nice. I did like this. I did this with, this is a piece of some... thing that I bought. The tag in the back of it was like made like that. So I got this piece of paper and I cut that out, and then I found these chairs in a old book. And I thought they looked really cool, so I put them on there. So then I got a piece of this dyed pay slip, tea dyed, bit of panic paper. I put that in there. Okay. And then I've got another one of my paper clips on there. So you can put some of your pictures on there, I suppose. And here's another piece of little bit of diamondy thing on this piece of fabric. There's a bit of sari silk, a bow made out of a nice bit of whatever that is. I don't know yet. And it doesn't seem to be connected very good. So I'm going to cut that bit off there. Maybe I tried to and I just didn't make it. There we go. Now in here I've got two tags. Now this is off a piece of clothing. They're still stuck together from the clothing. I just put a piece of fabric on them. I've got one piece of, actually that's paper and that's fabric and that's paper and fabric. And I thought I left them like that, and I'm going to stick them in there and they can be for journaling on, okay? And there's something that I printed off the internet and I don't know what it is or where it come from, but that's what that is. I didn't even tell you because I didn't know. There's another fairy thing with the tuck spot. Another stamp there that you can only just see what it says, but you can read it. I might have to read it to you, I think. What does it say? If you look at what you have in life, you'll always have more. If you look at what you don't have in life, you'll never have enough. Pretty true, isn't it? Yeah, I like that. So on the back of there I put the piece of washi tape because that was, that showed right through the paper, a bit of that stamp, but that looks okay. And then I got this piece here that you flip out on the back of the botanical bit, and then I've got a piece of a bag on there, and there's a tuck spot behind it, and it's got numbers on. This has got a piece of, now I don't think that is, I think that's a bit of something that I got in something that I bought. I don't know what they are now, I can't remember, but I'll let you know one day and I'll figure it out. This is off the Graphic 45, nice piece of stuff. That's a bit that I got from when I sent away from my sari silk. This is a little book that I made, and I probably showed it to you before because I think I had it in another thing, but I've taken it out. And in there's a tiny little envelope, and in the envelope there's a tiny little piece of paper so you can write a little note. Okay. And this was really fun to make. And so in the inside there's one of these flip down things that you can write on. Okay, make a note of something. Put it in there. and that goes in there, okay? And this is off a really old piece of fabric, and I can't remember if somebody gave me that. When I say old, it's vintage, okay? And I don't know where I got it from. And here's the other side of the paper bag, and it's just there pretty much for show. And there is the last page, and it has a hot air balloon on it, and there's your back cover. And I probably could put something in there, or the new owner could. And so there it is. That's my latest journal, and I know I've got the one to do that I started. But we're not going to worry too much, because I've got that one. I think I'll have 3, this one and 2 smaller ones in the shop next week. I hope to have it in there next week. I do. Anyway, I hope you like it. Tell me what you think. Leave a thumbs up, please, if you want to. And just write, say hello. Write me a comment if you want. But because it's got 64 pages in it, I was thinking, well, there's 52 weeks in the year, and if you even filled up one of them pages, I mean, some of them have got stuff all over them, I know, but if you had something to write in there every day, and there, every day, or every week, even a small bit, and then stick something, I don't know, I think it's got enough pages in, I do. When I say 64, that means because there's actually more than that, because these bits I never counted. I never counted anything like that. Small bits like this, I didn't count them. They're not counted in it, so hopefully it's a good size and that it'll be okay. So thank you everybody for watching, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.